Did you guys all do the share?
Yes,
people,
James.
What our viewing audience appreciates the most is the behind the scenes stuff, and that's what they're getting to see right here at the beginning of the show. This is what really goes
Except
on.
for your burping, they didn't
Oh,
get to
yeah,
see
well,
that.
I got something that I can show behind the scenes.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want to
Oh,
see that.
yeah.
yeah, that's for the new after hours show we're working on.
All right, I'm going to hit the opening. Here we go.
Opening? What?
Let's get it off, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You forgot to change the date.
Did I?
Let's get ready to rumble.
let's get ready to rumble!
How you like that, Andrew?
Good job, good job.
Nobody even noticed. Y'all ready for this?
Is that all we get? Yeah, we're ready. Whatever.
That's it.
That's it, we're done.
Thanks.
Y'all
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night,
Hey,
folks.
you guys have a
Ready
good
for
one.
this? Thank you. Boy, I sure would love to have a latte back now.
Wouldn't that be so weird if one just showed up? I mean, we've tried this before.
It
Yeah.
only takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah, people can text and comment, and spouses can read the screen. She's not watching.
You need to get the latte before you start, is what it is.
Is that why you had?
No,
is
it's
that why
part-
you had to yell?
Part of our no, it's part of our shtick.
It is. It's shtick material. It's shtick material.
It's shtick.
Do you know
Well, I
how
think
long
it's-
we had? You guys were busy sleeping, but Jim and I stayed up hours coming up with that latte thing.
Yeah.
Hours.
Really?
That's the creative genius that people don't see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You might want to go back to the
Creative.
drawing board. You don't want to outplay it.
What? What?
You don't want to outplay it.
I think it got played perfectly when we had to order one around the world.
I
Yeah.
did. That was good.
After
Yeah.
that, it jumped the shark.
The jump we did. We jumped the shark with
I
that.
think it jumped the shark. I think it's done. So what do we have here? We have two Muslim dressed people. We
All right. What is going on tonight?
Two Muslim dressed. This is
Well,
a
here's
pashmina from my good friend Bashir from over in Dubai. And
Nice.
it's so
Well, there you go. All right.
gorgeous.
Is that from your
Love it.
man? Your man
No,
brought it
my
back?
friend Bashir.
Bashir.
It's my
Martin?
man's jeweler.
Ah.
Ah,
Martin
Your man has a
Bashir?
jeweler.
not Martin Bashir. Oh, please. I'll so kick your butt, James.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and,
white
and look
sugar.
at this. And,
So-
and Andrew looks like he could be sitting around a Taliban meeting or something, doesn't he?
Hey, what can I say?
A
He
little
literally
bit.
does. Amy, you were going to say something?
No, I thought that was funny what you just said.
You know, Andrew's
Either that or a yeshiva ceremony or something.
Well, I hope that was...
Andrew's
No, no.
actually planning an attack on a local newspaper for publishing a cartoon that made fun of Bob and Doug McKenzie. So,
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
Nice.
Leave my buddies alone, eh?
hey, Brett, your whole mouth is covered by your name.
what?
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah.
He hides
Words.
behind it. See?
You're hiding.
Here, let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it up there right. Just a second. Just a
So
second.
that's like
Here we go.
that neighbor on Tool Time.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait.
Yep.
There you go, Brett. Howdy, neighbor. Hey,
Well,
so,
you know.
do any of you guys watch The Last Man Standing with Tim Allen?
I've
Just
seen it, but no,
say-
not a regular viewer. Not
No,
a
I
regular
haven't seen
viewer.
it.
Well, okay. First of all, he's a conservative on the show, and every single show he's making fun of Obama or something. I mean, he just lambasts him every single show, and then I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, the creativity of this. You've all seen Tool Time before, right? Years ago.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So in Last Man Standing, it's been on for like 2 years now. The other day, he had a new neighbor move in. It was his old wife from Tool.
From Tool Time?
And
no.
she, her husband had died, and they buried him in the backyard somewhere or something. And so she's in her garage, and Tim comes over. It's not, well, Tim Allen, I don't know what they call him in this new show, right? So he comes over because the damn noisy neighbor is buzzing the saw and all this crap at all hours of the night, and he walks in, and it's his old wife, and she is like this Tool Time person. And then she says, yeah, well, my husband, when he was around, he used to like to fix up stuff, and look at this. He fixed up the toaster, and he burned up the garage, and, you know, all this kind of stuff. It was pretty funny. And so,
alluding to his actual character.
Yeah, and then her neighbor was the black neighbor, his new neighbor, and he was like hiding over the fence and going like that. It was just funny. It was funny. And at the end of the show, she said, "Oh yeah, you got to meet my son. This is Randy." It was his middle son from the show. It was classic.
Nice.
And then so they're busting each other's chops throughout the show, and then somebody said something, and she goes, "Well, my husband was funnier than you." And then he goes, "Well, he probably had better writers than I do." I mean, it was just funny how they pulled it all in.
Good stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You guys ever seen Blackish?
No.
Yeah.
Not yet. I've heard it's decent.
God,
It's alright.
guys. What do you mean it's all right? You've seen it?
Guys,
It's alright.
I don't spend my time watching television. I spend my time helping the homeless and feeding children.
Oh, shut up.
Who are you kidding? You're watching sports 24/7.
What? I would never. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I watched a game of any consequence.
The other night I had
full
no
of crap.
consequence, did it?
It's been at least 3 weeks since I watched a game that mattered or that I cared about. So
One of our mutual friends from work. So I posted something from another mutual friend, and it was a picture of the Oregon Ducks, and they're walking out of the tunnel, and they're dressed in like white and silver and all that. And the picture said, "You dress like the Raiders, you play like the Raiders."
you play like the Raiders. That's exactly right.
I posted it. Plus, I posted some other stuff. And one of our mutual friends from work got mad at me, and he was like, "Come on, Coffer." He goes, "You're better than this."
I saw that.
No, you're not.
I'm like, "Come on, seriously? You're just upset because they lost. Big deal. It's a game, whatever." But
So you guys were rooting for the Seahawks?
Oh, I'm still rooting for the Seahawks. Oh yeah, that's I'm pretty excited about that. Not that I watch sports.
Did you go to the game?
No, I didn't. I would love
we don't
to.
get tickets up here.
Those playoff tickets, boy, I'll tell you, they're a little spendy. You can get to regular season games for relatively easily, and they're not too expensive, $150. But
Well, then I'm gonna make you drool because my guy was there at the end zone.
no, he was not.
His daughter
was where?
bought him the tickets for Christmas.
He was wet. He was where?
In the end zone when Seattle won.
He was
Which
in
one?
Seattle. He came to Seattle.
Yeah.
The last game?
Flew across country and went to Seattle.
His daughter's out there, so he went out there and she bought him tickets for Christmas.
Really?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's actually obviously he raised her well. I like this guy already.
No. See, she was rooting for the Panthers, so it was not a fun ride home.
That's funny. They flew back, right?
She lives out there in Washington.
Brutal.
Oh,
brutal.
okay.
Is she from that area?
No, she's stationed out there.
Oh, I see. Okay, so her rooting for the Panthers wasn't just to be rude.
Yeah, exactly.
She's from somewhere else that actually likes them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a little easier to swallow. It's like in this area, your typical Oregon State Beaver fan, they hate the Ducks for one reason. They're the Ducks. It's like you can't give me a better reason than that.
I hate them. They've got Uncle Phil, and he's giving them all those uniforms and money, and they always get the better recruits. And
That's the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry.
Exactly. It's kind of that same type of hatred. It's like, why do people hate the Yankees? Because they win.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I have a sick dog, so if I have to suddenly leave for a second, it's because he's like hacking up a lung.
God, I was that way last week.
You've been feeding them drugs every Wednesday night for the last 6 months.
Yeah, he's Benadryl dog.
Open them up, those poor guys. They're coming out of withdrawals or something. It's
Unfortunately, that's
Hey.
on tape too. You see that? She's
What,
giving you
the
the finger.
finger or-
I know. Hey,
Yes.
Amy does
Finger
believe I am
friendship.
number one. I am number one.
Yeah.
By definition and
No, he
proof.
has everything wrong. I got to go and have him tested for Cushing's disease. I have to have his
Oh,
thyroid
poor
tested. I
dog.
have to have his
Oh,
liver
man.
tested. He has to have an ultrasound
pups.
done. He needs to have X-rays done.
Sounds like target practice for your.
I was going to say one
boyfriend.
more disease, and it sounds like he needs to be done. Sorry.
Yeah.
it's just- yeah. I always ask myself, I love my dog. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love my dog. But I ask myself, well, buddy, found out you got cancer in 24 places today. I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, see, we're not that far gone. We're trying to figure out what's going on, so that's why he's got to get all the testing done. So.
Wow. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
back to the game. There's no way I would go to a game when it's that cold. It was like freaking 50
Oh, I
degrees.
know, right?
Well, he
But-
came here. He gets off the plane, Jim, and he has no coat.
And why
It
would he?
was-
Really?
It was
Well,
5
Afghanistan.
degrees here. Well, Afghanistan gets very cold. They're actually colder than a lot of places in the U.S.
I've heard that thing.
It's in the mountains. Yeah, they can get really, really cold. They get
Mhm.
mounds and mounds of snow and
Like
cold
one
and all that.
time it was down to 62 degrees.
No, I'm talking with the wind chills. It's below 0 in the mountains in Afghanistan.
Wow.
It's not.
No, I've
Mostly
heard
not
that
desert.
too.
But the
So, Are
he
we
came.
sure?
He had no jacket, so I had to bring him out to get a jacket because he was freezing his you know what's off.
Wow.
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
And-
when he
His fingertips?
just comes back, you don't need shrinkage going on.
Ah,
Well, he
I
was
urge
like,
you to
I
stand
gotta
there.
go to the
Listen.
game. I'm flying out to go to the game. I don't even have a jacket. And I'm like, oh boy, we gotta go get you a jacket. So,
oh, yeah, you got to have a jacket.
So is he
Amy,
still
did you
gone?
listen?
yeah, he's flying back on Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, got it. So he was home for just a couple weeks. He's stationed
No, he's flying
over
back
there.
he's flying back here to the East
Oh,
Coast
I
on
see.
Saturday.
Is he back for good now, or is he?
No.
No. How long is he home for?
He has a couple more weeks.
I thought he was retired.
He's a retired ranger.
Right. He's still in the service,
So-
so he's still commissioned?
He works for the Army.
Oh, I see. Privately contracted.
Yes.
So is he kind of
Yes.
like one of those Chris Peranto type people?
Tell us your secrets, Amy!
God.
He is. He is
man,
like
I
one of
love
those
it.
Chris Peranto
Shit.
people.
Wouldn't a latte be so... What?
That would be
What?
crazy
Say hi,
if
Lisa.
somebody
Never say hi.
if somebody
Never
was
say hi.
reading the screen. She already left.
Never say hi.
Look at this, people.
She's already left, he said.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You see
No.
that?
All
You
right.
see that?
There you
There's
go. That's-
Brett. There's
That's
Brett.
impressive. Yeah.
There's Andrew. There's
I don't think
JK.
that's a very good likeness of Amy up there with her hand
There's
over her
Amy.
face.
There's
I
Amy.
don't think
Yeah,
that's
what's
fair,
up with that?
Jim.
What's up with that?
And whoops.
I thought I was the
last
monkey.
five.
The Blast Live.
Nice.
We're
Now
gonna
I'm a
have to-
chimp, huh?
We're gonna have
Now,
to do
what-
a new one.
I'm the monkey in this group, and don't take that away from me, okay? I don't think that's fair.
So, Andrew, do you feel like sharing what you were telling me earlier today, or not yet? You just want to keep it between us, or you want to share?
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, we'll keep it between us.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
you guys, I've got this
Okay.
huge thing that happened today.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. Just forget I said anything. We're good.
No, I've got to share. He's gonna have a liver transplant. I just got to share.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just
That's-
kidding.
that's-
Yeah.
That's huge. I didn't know where to
I was
go
gonna
with
be like,
that.
okay, if he didn't want to
Yeah, exactly.
really have
Oh,
to be good
hey.
friends.
Yeah, that
Is that
might
a
be a
little
little.
private?
That might be a little
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, Jim's
I told-
flying up here. I'm getting part of his liver.
Yeah. I didn't want to
All right,
tell
so the-
everybody. What
Yeah, we don't want to let
Is-
anybody know yet.
tell everybody what a good guy I am.
Andrew starts hormone treatment next week, and pretty soon it will be 2 guys and 2 girls on the show, and this is just a matter of time. It's a personal decision.
I cheated on Amy.
Oh, is that what you touched?
I did. Amy, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What did you do? What did you do?
Oh no.
He cut his hair.
Oh no, did you? Is it
Emoto.
gone?
Oh, Tom.
What happened?
Is it gone?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, you're cheating on me. You are.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I cheated. I'm sorry.
She's actually calling somebody on the cell phone right now, putting a hit out on you. This is gonna get ugly.
No,
This is gonna get awfully ugly before it gets better.
No soup for you.
Yay!
I still have my Bose.
Those are good headphones, by the way. Those Bose right there. Those are great.
Yeah, but I fell in love.
They even make me sound better.
I fell in love with these V-Motas. Now I have two pair of Bose headphones and my V-Motas.
Nice.
I have a headphone fetish, and I
You know
was
what?
telling
Apparently.
telling Brett the other day. You see this right here, the cord that goes to it?
Mm-hmm.
Kevlar.
Yep.
Kevlar, freaking
We
Kevlar.
talked about that on last week's show.
Yeah, we did.
The use
When
of
Amy wasn't here.
Kevlar?
By the way, Amy, did you catch the beginning of last week's show at all?
I did not.
I was
I'm sorry.
just-
Did we make fun of her?
I've been out.
We did a little bit.
Out straight.
It was something about not being able to walk
somebody-
over and sit
Somebody
down.
mentioned that you might look like a newborn deer or a newborn colt. Just trying to get up, your legs are all.
Guilty as charged. What can I
inside
say?
joke, ladies and gentlemen.
It has
Right
something
along.
to do with that.
Right along.
Guilty as charged. What can I say?
So what happened this week out there in the great big world?
Oh, in the great big world or in our own little pond?
Because I wanted to share something with you guys. I loaded this up a little bit ago, and if
Let's
you could
do
click
it.
on me, Jim, I just wanted to show everybody this because what I'm about to show you was actually something that was in an article that was the Bleeding Heart Liberal pro Obamacare article, because libs just can't seem to. I don't know. There's a special kind of stupid that involved with some of with the ways that some people think, but. Moving on, the picture that was inside of the article, it took me a second to really realize what I was looking at. But now, picture this. It was shot as a still, so I'm sure if you were seeing it in video form, you might not notice it, but I think this was very intentional, and here's the picture I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, the halo
What does that
around
look
them.
like? Exactly. The saint, kind of like your Dark Ages type of painting where you have the halo around the head.
Yep.
Are you going to tell me that's not intentional? And look at the way his hand is. It's this teaching pose with the finger. You see that? It's the I'm preaching. I'm telling you, I'm God. There is a look to that picture of that.
Oh yeah.
And it occurred to me, that's done so intentionally. If you think that was just an accident or a fluke, you're insane.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Absolutely, just blew me away when I was like, and had it been in a different type of article, I might have said, somebody just didn't notice it, but that had to be so on purpose.
Well, that's it's kind of like the same right now. We're the whole argument about calling the mass murderers right now Muslim extremists or jihadists, or no, they're just calling them radical. They're calling them radical terrorists, right? They're not.
Right.
They won't say jihad. They won't say Muslim. They won't say anything like that. Well, if you caught it on the news, all the White House, all the spokesmen were saying, well, there's other kinds of radical extremists that we're fighting and that we're countering.
Yeah, did you see that? They said there's lots of, she's still, that was that dumb blonde, what's her name, right?
Yeah,
Jen?
but they're all saying it. They're all saying it.
Yeah.
There's more than one kind of radical extremist. So, okay, then
Right.
they deemed the Tea Party
Which
members
ones?
radical extremists.
Oh,
They deemed military members coming home as as potential radical extremists. Anyone who is anti-abortion or anti-gay is a radical extremist.
Evangelical Christians were named it.
Radical, yes. So they're putting us on the same plane as these whack jobs, and I know not all Muslims act upon their faith. I understand that, but the ones that are a bunch of whack jobs, and they're nothing like the Tea Party members. They're nothing like our military veterans. They're nothing like evangelical Christians. And there was a great picture, and I wish I could pull it up. I might be able to pull it up, but I meant to, but I didn't. And it's like a Muslim extremist, ISIS member, and it's a cartoon. ISIS member leaning forward with a gun saying, if you don't stop believing the same way I do, I'm going to kill you. And the other side said, Christian extremist, a Christian radical, and he's leaning forward saying, I'm going to preach the word of God even if you take my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
remember? It was like a stark difference between, they're both considered radicals, but in quite a different way.
Jim, nice find on those two pictures, because now if you switch between you and I, we have like the Holy Trinity. I mean, we've got Moses, is that Jesus, and then Obama. So there you go.
Right.
Andrew, what were you gonna say?
No, I seen that picture.
It was on. Where the hell is it? It's on. I posted it on the blast.
That picture, the one that you posted on the blast?
Yeah, the cartoon that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to pull it up off my page.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And I did it on mine too, actually.
I've got
Radical
it right
Christian.
here. Boom, there it is. Just loading a little slow, but it's right here. I can take a screenshot of this and share it.
Let me go to the blast. I got it on the blast.
It's on my homepage. It's on my homepage too. If you don't find yours.
I got it. Hold on, just a second. Give me 2 seconds.
I love the meme of the guy saying, if your religion commands you to kill, please start with yourself.
I do. I like that one too. Let's see here. 2 seconds. I'll have it up. Here we go. And let's go. Custom overlay. Desktop. Where are we at? Saved. Open. And there you go. Here's the picture that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can. Oh, you won't be able to see it all.
No. I got it. Hold on.
Can't see it all.
I'll get it to where. Oh, shnikey, really?
Yeah, I don't think you can manipulate my screen size.
No. I got it. Watch this.
All right, there you are.
There you go. Jim's got it. Can you make it?
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. If you don't accept Islam, it will cost you your life. I must tell you about Jesus, even if it cost me my life.
Yeah.
There is a stark difference between the radicals.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Their eyes look the same.
That's true. They do have a. You're right.
No. The eyebrows are completely different on the two cartoons.
Well, no, one's just a surprised look, and the other one's a piss
I would say that if you wrapped the Christian on the right side in that black outfit, you wouldn't tell the difference. They're both the same.
That's true.
The eyebrows are different.
What you don't see is the Christian character's right hand, because he's actually pulling a 9 out of the back of his pants right now.
Yeah.
So
one could only hope.
It's about to get real.
One could only hope.
Isn't that amazing though? So far we've brought up 2 different scenarios, and within a minute we had supporting pictures.
Yeah, isn't that great? Look at that! Boom! Mm-hmm. It's almost like we're putting together a produced show at this point. No, who am I kidding?
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Obama not going to Paris?
Oh, for God's sakes! Unbelievable! This guy, unbelievable. And what was the quote? Did you guys see the quote today where it said, "If you're surprised," it was one of those memes, but he said, "If you're surprised that Obama was not in Paris, he already explained to you that if things start to turn on the Muslims, he will stand with them." It's on page 261 of his book.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that.
Dreams of my father, right?
Yeah. And what a great quote. I will stand with the Muslims. Oh my God. And this guy got elected twice.
He said at the United Nations that he would not, that anybody who stands against the Muslims or whatever,
the future shall not belong to the enemies of Allah or whatever he said. I mean, as part of me says, okay, he's a piece of crap. He should have been there. I don't care what anyone says. They tried to first say that it was the security concerns. Okay.
Right.
When Netanyahu was anywhere in the vicinity, who's even looking at Obama? Nobody. If they're going to try and kill somebody or take someone out, it's going to be Netanyahu, and he had the balls to go. And he's walking arm in arm with Abbas, right, the Palestinian leader. And there's Putin there, and there's all, Germany, everyone there except for Obama or Holder or John. Isn't that John Kerry's job?
Well, yeah,
Secretary of State.
Yeah. Well, no,
wouldn't that be his job if the president couldn't go?
Mrs. Clinton should have been there as well. But
yeah, even Jimmy Carter, Bill Clinton, anyone, George Bush, you could have invited any president. But then they tried. Well, then they tried to say, well, security concerns, and whenever President Obama's around, he takes all the attention away from everyone. So, and this is all about Paris. I'm like, you realize how hard SOBs.
The guys that work for Obama, those talking mouths that come out and they regurgitate this crap, you know in their heads, their minds, as they're saying this stuff, they're screaming at themselves, going like, I can't believe I'm trying to sell this. I can't believe I'm trying to spin this. Oh my gosh, this is going to ruin my career.
Yeah. Then they talked to the Secret Service. No one ever contacted us. No one ever asked us if it was okay. They didn't even ask us. It would have been tight, but we would have been able to do it. Now it's like, no one told Obama.
It's a slap on that. It's a slap on them.
Yeah, then they're saying they didn't even tell Obama.
Yeah, then they're saying they didn't even tell him, so he didn't even have an opportunity to decline. Like, so what is the truth? You just gave us 4 spin stories in a matter of a day. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, how about the one when they were talking about the security issues, and then one of the reporters goes, well, yeah, but he was outdoors at a last-minute deal for Mandela at his funeral, right? They didn't know that Mandela was going to die for 3 years. It was on what day is the funeral going to be, and then there was a mime out there. Remember that crazy guy who was 2 feet away from Obama?
Yep.
He was sign languaging and stuff.
And he was
wasn't there an armed security guard that got in the elevator with him one time?
Yep.
Not too long ago. It's like, okay.
Actually, so they're trying to cite security concerns. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Well, I'm just going to say, actually, on second thought, maybe it was a good thing you didn't go.
Brett, that was my other point. That was my other point. I was going to say, as much as he should have been there, I'm glad he didn't go because I didn't want to see him being totally ignored, bypassed, and no handshakes. Again, I couldn't take that again. The fact that our, as much as I hate to say it, our president is so disrespected by these little peon countries for the most part.
He's not my president.
Yeah, he's not mine either. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
No, I get it, but I want to make that clear.
It is so. To me, that's an absolute disgrace and an abomination, and I'm kind of glad he didn't go, but he should have been there. Eric Holder, he's there. He did 3 talk shows.
Didn't he leave early?
He did 3 talk shows that day.
Yeah.
And he was on like a private Gulfstream, so he didn't have to leave. There's no commercial flight that he had to run to. It was at his beck and call. You couldn't go over and show a face. No, they send some undersecretary of the pissant ambassador to Paris that nobody even knows, some ditzy blonde that nobody even knows who she is. I'm like,
hi, we agree.
I'm like,
did they have a picture of her there though? Was she actually there or not? Or are they just saying she was?
They're saying she was. I couldn't see. She certainly wasn't in the front row. That's for sure.
Mm-mm.
Jon Stewart did have a funny comment when they were showing them marching. He said, I can't stand Jon Stewart because I think he's one of these people that plays both sides against the middle. He won't actually take a stand. And he said something, oh my God, it's the largest game of Red Rover, where they're daring the terrorists to come over. I thought that was great. It was a great line.
Sometimes he's funny.
Yes, I mean... But he won't actually take a stand. You know what I mean?
No.
He always finds a way to bash Bush or to bash the Christians or bash the right.
Right.
And he even said himself that he would have voted for Mitt Romney this last election.
Oh, Jon Stewart did?
Yeah, he said he was thinking about voting for Mitt Romney on the Bill
Oh,
O'Reilly
wow.
show. So I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
so that you don't portray that in any way, shape, or form on your show. And
Right, right.
Well, but you also have to realize, though, he plays a character on that show, sort of like Stephen Colbert did. I mean, they are playing characters, and it's not news that they're presenting. They use news stories, but
Yeah.
you have to think is that if your brand sells, stick with your brand, and his brand does work.
Yeah, but
So-
he also knows that a younger crowd is using him as their news.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And
You know
by
what
the
I
way,
mean? So
I fully admit there are some things I haven't heard of, or I didn't realize that was going on, and I see Jon Stewart ripping on it. I was like, oh, really? Let me look into that, and I'll go look into it. And then, sometimes I find what Stewart was saying about it even funnier but I didn't realize, well, that's a good point, or
Brett and
or I don't agree. But
Brett and I both have a friend that lives and dies. Jon Stewart is their news. Yeah.
exactly.
which is sad.
He is the news. What do you think, Andrew?
I watch them now and then, but I don't have cable anymore, so I don't bother with it.
What do you have? You got Hulu? You got what do you got up there?
Just Netflix.
What do you got up there in Canada?
What do you got up there?
What you got up there?
It's too damn cold
Besides
for cable.
4 feet of snow.
Yeah,
They've got
and minus
Netflix.
30.
Yeah,
So
what we have is bad enough. I'm not.
It's always the knockoff brand in Canada, so it's actually Netflix up there. I don't know. It's not quite the
Andrew,
American-
you're good-natured, Andrew.
Absolutely. Well, it'd be too easy for him to just rip apart the United States, and he's not getting time lately. So, I mean,
I know.
after all, there's a group of people in this country that elected Obama twice. That's a pretty easy target.
Yeah.
No
Oh,
kidding.
man.
It's absolutely. I keep hearing these people, oh, it's coming to America. It's coming to America. I'm like, are you not informed? It's here.
It's
been
here.
It's been here since Fort Hood. What are you talking
Wait a
about?
minute. Are you talking about stupidity? Oh, no, I'm sorry. You're talking about terrorism.
No, terrorism.
Stupidity,
I
too.
mean, people forget that we actually lost 3,000 people and 2 buildings came down.
Well, that,
buildings
I
came
mean,
down.
you had the Fort
Now,
Hood
hold on. I got
massacre.
some pictures to discount that, or just prove that. Now, hold on. Let me look.
Well, no, I'm saying that the
kidding.
people did die and buildings came down regardless of who did it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean,
No.
one of the buildings came down in sympathy of its 2 friends a couple blocks
They did.
away.
It was really
boy.
sad. Like later on that night, it was like, oh man,
The hell with it. I don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to be up anymore. I don't want to stand.
I don't want to
here
be the
and
tallest
with
kid
my
on the block.
friends.
I don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to stand here and house things anymore.
Not to
about
bring up
those-
the whole 9/11 thing again, but did you guys see the special on the Marriott that was right below one of the towers?
No.
It's
No,
the
what?
horseshoe-shaped Marriott, right? And
Okay.
which tower was it? Was it tower? I think it was Tower 2 that had the original bombing. Was it Tower
To
2?
go first, yeah.
Okay. No, the one that
No,
original
she's
bombing.
talking
back
about
in,
the
like,
blind
Oh,
shade.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right. It could have been. I don't remember, to be
So,
honest. I think it was
whichever
2.
whichever tower. If you look at some of the pictures, you'll see there's a Marriott. It's like a horseshoe-shaped building right below at the base of one of the towers. That was the tower that got bombed originally by the blind shake.
Right.
And
in the basement.
because of
right.
that, it damaged the basement. So because of that, the Marriott also, part of the Marriott also got damaged. So they shored up that side of the building underneath.
Yeah.
So when the towers fell, it was like that whole side that they shored up was still standing. The whole entire middle of the Marriott was destroyed, and then
Really?
the other side didn't come down. Yeah, so it was like two hulks, hulks of building with this destroyed middle.
Well, that gets back to the old joke of, they always find the black box after the plane crash. Why don't we just make the plane out of whatever they're making that black box with?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, right.
No kidding.
Because that
Oh,
seems
so-
to work.
Talk
Isn't it
about
weird?
shit luck.
In the last 6 months, 3 Malaysia Airlines have come down.
It is
3
I
of the
know.
same.
rather strange.
Just
Yes.
weird,
Just
isn't it?
weird.
But now I actually have an
Yeah.
answer for that, you guys. And again, this isn't really conspiracy, because I think that it was a sign that was given to me. I realized now that, do you guys remember the TV show that was on just a few years ago called Lost?
Yep.
In space.
It took place right
just
in that.
Lost.
I'm just saying, maybe Lost was based off a true story, and we are seeing that again. That's what this Malaysian. I'm telling you, there's
but
something.
You did realize they were all dead.
They were
all
not dead, or they
Yeah.
were dead.
They're all dead.
I am rewatching Lost. But let's talk about Lost. I'm rewatching it, and
I've never seen one episode.
It's good. It's addictive. It's fairly good. You what now?
You gotta watch it.
I've never seen one episode ever.
I know. I mean, I've seen the
Andrew,
show,
tell
but I
me
haven't
you've seen
actually
the
seen the
series.
show.
You've seen
Yeah,
the
I've seen the
series.
series. I might have
Okay,
missed like 1 or 2 episodes in the whole thing.
I just told Brett last show that I did a marathon on the Blacklist.
Blacklist. He's a Blacklist junkie all of a sudden.
I watched 20. What's 22 plus 8? I watched 30.
30 episodes.
30 freaking episodes in 3 days.
Oh
Wow.
wow! You know, now that's on my
I
list.
didn't
and I'm
realize
looking
they're only
forward to
on
it.
mid-season finales, so
Yep.
it's coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, right after
All I
Super
know is The
Bowl.
Walking Dead is back in a few weeks, and I'm
Oh my
stoked.
gosh!
February
Don't
8th.
start.
February.
All
Why?
three of you watched The Walking Dead.
February
It is a great show, and you should shut up and just start watching it. It's on Netflix. Get
I
started
know.
now. You'll love it. Catch up by February 8th.
No,
Andrew, by the way, I'll say one thing about Lost real quick. If you guys haven't seen it, or it's been forever since you have, I did start the series again. I've just started season 4, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit more this time around. I generally kind of know what's coming, but I forgot so many details that you leave out that you just forget. So,
Or you-
Do you guys
miss
watch
an episode.
after Jim? Excuse me, I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead for a second. But after The Walking Dead, do you guys watch The Talking Dead?
Sometimes.
Oh, you
Sometimes.
have to watch it. Do you watch it, Andrew?
Sometimes I do.
I don't watch The Talking Dead. They already talk about like basic stuff that I already know.
No, sir. Though, like in the show, they point things out like that nobody knew. The whole
By the way-
audience didn't know.
So we're all talking about Walking Dead in February. I'm looking so forward to it. Here's Jim while we're talking about it.
He's got a latte. He's got a latte
No.
that he can suck on.
that's fine. I've watched one. What's it? Walking Dead.
Yeah.
The Walking
One
Dead.
episode a couple weeks ago when the brother of one of the guys was chained to the top of the rope and he
Handcuffed,
cut his hand off.
Mel.
Yeah, he cut his hand off
One.
and
That's in
he
season 1.
was gone. Yeah, I saw that.
You
Season
need,
1.
you need to go back and watch season 1 from the beginning on Netflix.
That wasn't season 1 though. That just happened.
No, that
It
was
didn't
season
just
1.
happen. It didn't just
That's
happen.
season 1.
Really?
They did a
Yeah,
marathon
that's
again.
season
Of the whole,
1.
they did another marathon a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago of every episode, so that's what you're seeing.
They'll have a marathon. They'll have an entire marathon leading into the opening episode of the midway season. So,
Right.
Yeah.
and
this,
you know,
this next
I've been-
episode's gonna be awesome.
hey, Andrew, when does the next episode of Sons on? Because I mean, I haven't seen anything. I mean, obviously, maybe it's the
They're
football playoffs or something. What?
They're done. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that's
they're
show's
done?
over.
What?
Sons of Anarchy, you're done.
They're done.
No.
The last episode was like
No, I saw something on
I know
Yahoo
this.
the other
I
day
know
that said
this.
it's not
All right.
over.
no, they're coming out with the prequel,
The prequel. Yep.
Oh.
and then they'll
How they
have
got
also
to it.
a movie too.
Yep. Well, they're going to show where Abel grows up and he starts to kill people, so it should be good.
Andrew, temporary maintenance on that website.
Is it?
It'll be back tomorrow after server upgrade. I just sent you guys all a note on
Oh, cool.
Facebook or whatever. It's called Project Free TV. So like when I
I'm
wanted to
familiar
watch
with
the
it, yeah.
marathon, I went back and I watched, and all the commercials are cut out, and I
Cool.
watched
Yep.
all the episodes like that.
Oh, there's also this is what I'm using to watch TV, live TV.
What is it?
You'll see.
And I watched the interview. Did you guys see the interview yet?
No.
Oh, please.
Long time ago.
Where to God? Long time ago. It came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it came out December 22nd or 23rd.
Yeah, I watched it for free. I didn't pay the
Cody
$5.99.
TV?
But even if you did $5.99, Cody TV.
Yeah.
The interview, I laughed my ass off. Brett, didn't you see it?
What's it
Which
about?
one now?
The interview with Seth Rogen and James Franco, where they went to North Korea to kill.
Oh yeah.
I haven't
Oh
seen it.
yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't
The one that Sony did the hack on. I swear to God, for $5.99, but you can find it free all over the place. But for $5.99 to get a really on YouTube.
That was the greatest. That was the most genius and greatest marketing tool I've ever seen to promote a movie ever.
Dude, I lost.
And it will
I
also
laughed so
bring.
hard.
It'll also bring the our lovely government's net security to fruition because of it. Because
Yeah,
did
but
you see they reintroduced a bill today?
The thing about this, Andrew, is you
reworked
have
bill?
to download.
Yeah, no, it's a program.
It's a program.
Yeah.
Don't do it,
It's what you
Jim.
can
Don't
put
do
on
it,
your
Jim.
phone.
Don't, Jim. Don't click on the. Oh.
And you can
Yes.
also buy the
You
Android
now have a
boxes.
virus.
Oh, you're using this to watch
Yeah.
your live TV. I
Yeah.
got you. Oh, okay.
8,000 channels.
Really?
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
How much a month does it cost?
Nothing.
How legal is it?
Totally. They sell the Android boxes, Newegg, Tiger Direct, Amazon.
Do you have to have
eBay.
one of those though?
Well, you can buy the Android boxes. That way they're all set up and ready to go. And you don't have to set anything up. You just plug them in and go.
You know what I'm always amazed by is if you actually, on all my TVs are smart TVs, so you can actually just hit the internet button on them, go to YouTube, and I have my account linked with the TVs, and you can just pull up. You basically can do a search for just about anything you want to watch, and it's on there somewhere. It takes a little while to filter through it, but it's there.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I mean,
so
there's too many ways to well,
Chris-
I don't even want to say it's stealing copyrighted material. It's just I didn't happen to watch it when they aired it. Why is it stealing if I watch it later? You know.
right.
Exactly.
Chris Peranto just posted something, and it says some guy named John Krasinski to headline Michael Bay's True Benghazi Tale 13 Hours. ComingSoon.net. John Krasinski, best known for his starring role in The Office, is set to headline Michael Bay's next The True Benghazi Tale 13 Hours.
Well, he did tell you he'd let you know if they were going to do the movie.
Yeah, well, Chris said he's not sure who he'll be playing in the movie, but let's see here. Who's Michael Bay?
He's done a
didn't
couple.
do-
He's done a couple
Transformers.
small little films.
Yeah, just little ones.
Yeah, just a little
Transformers.
Small. I mean, small budget. You know, he's done.
little
he's-
robots and stuff.
He's kind of a Woody Allen style director. You know.
Ah, dude,
Just
I don't
very-
freaking know who he is.
He did the Transformers.
Son of a bitch.
I don't know
Really?
what that is.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did. He also
But
did the
you're
one that war one with the monsters in the ocean and the navy and the thing.
Yeah.
And the,
Yeah.
that was another one he did. That kind of. What was that one
Pacific
called?
Rim.
There you
Pacific
go. I heard it wasn't that bad, but I don't think the critics didn't care much for it.
I liked the.
Critics don't like most freaking movies.
I know.
Hmm.
I thought it was a pretty good sci-fi
That's
movie.
because they're talented and self-righteous. Talentless and self-righteous.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah. Kind
if you want to watch a good series,
God, you know who he looks like?
Republic
Go
of
ahead.
Doyle.
What's that?
Watch Republic of Doyle.
Republic
It's
of
freaking
Doyle.
hilarious.
Now I know. Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it's based out in Newfoundland. It's a Canadian show, but it's freaking hilarious.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Can Canadians be hilarious? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Nick. I'm kidding, honey.
All right, look at this guy. This is Michael Bay.
Yep.
Does he not look
Canceled.
like the singer?
Michael Bublé.
No.
The singer.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't
Michael-
remember.
Michael Bolton?
Yeah,
Michael Bolton.
Bolton.
Yeah.
Does he look like that Bolton guy?
No,
Pull up a picture of Michael Bolton, then you'll see.
he doesn't look like a fruit.
Hold on.
He doesn't look like a fruit. How do you mean that?
Why do we have a story up
Are you
behind
being
that?
Are you being rude?
I'm not being rude.
That
I'm
is
just
the
being
thing
serious.
that story back there, I was going to talk about CENTCOM getting hacked.
Yeah.
That's old news, though. Jesus.
I can't believe that.
I know.
They
God.
say that
Can't you have
they
anything
They
recent?
think it's an inside job, anyways.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely was. This was all a setup. There was an agenda behind this. I think it was both marketing and it was both a way to get the net security pushed through. And these things get so exposed now because of the net. They need to control the net so they can control what gets exposed. It's the next logical step in a totalitarian government.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this.
It's exactly it. I mean, it's common sense.
All right. Was I right?
No.
Come on.
He doesn't look like a fruit.
Who doesn't look like a fruit?
Michael Bay.
What kind of fruit does Michael Bolton look like?
Oh, you've got the Michael Bolton. You know what? They are.
Dude, they do.
Similar. I don't. Yeah,
they
the nose
look like they could be brothers.
Now brothers, I would give you.
Okay, brothers.
Now the question is, were they ever both sitting on the dock of the bay? Because that would explain. I mean, I could just say, all right then. Justin sends. We can't read that. It's off the screen. Oh, it's gone anyway. Never mind.
That was the CENTCOM story.
Good Lord.
I know, it's funny then.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna post this, but then I thought all my friends would get mad.
Oh, that's rough.
See, that's what's wrong with our country right now. Everyone is too afraid to offend somebody, James.
No, I put a lot of offensive stuff on there. All right, I'll put this on.
You don't have
like
to.
I
I'm
put a
just
lot
saying,
of
you shouldn't
offensive
have
stuff on his page.
You shouldn't have to squash what you want to put on your page. They just don't have to.
Right. So I'm gonna put some more stuff on his page, and he can't.
No, I take. Andrew knows. Andrew tags me, and I untag myself on about half the shit he puts on there.
And then I just go back in and I retag it in the comments, and he never notices.
No, because it comes. He puts like some big cactus penis looking thing on there, and I'm like, dude,
hey, you were funny about it. You were like, that looked like me last week before I shaved.
Yeah. Look, all right, look at this.
So you're saying Jim looks like a cactus penis before he shaves?
I've never. What are you nodding your head yes for, dude? I've never sent you pictures.
That's funny.
He's probably hacked into my.
Exactly.
I've seen the surgery afterwards. Oh my god, I can't unsee that.
Look at this, before and after. Is that not cool? He's got it. They've got a palette. You cut it, and look at all the stuff it can do.
Wow.
You know what else?
Martha Stewart. What's that?
Because while my man card is on hold and revoked, I can show stuff like this.
That's true.
Well, as long as the
because that's about the only wood he can get.
I was gonna say, as long as the palette isn't filled with like cockroaches and bugs and all kinds of nasty things.
And if it was, Jim would go.
That stupid Asian beetle that's destroying all the trees out in the East Coast.
Isn't it frozen in the East Coast right now?
Yeah, but the Asian beetles go deep into the wood. And they hibernate.
Hey, so do I.
But they eat the tree from the inside out.
I always sleep pretty good after going deep into the wood. That's right. Just saying.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys are sick.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, yes. I mean, yes. Oh.
So we were so cold the other night. It was so cold.
How cold was it?
We had like a freezing rain that I got up to go to work Monday, and I pulled out and I started driving, and then I had to come to a stop, and I didn't stop. I kept going straight. I was like, this is interesting. I actually said it out loud. This is interesting. My brakes were frozen.
Oh, wow.
It was great. It was mint, yeah. So after I pumped them a few times, and it must have cracked off the ice.
Oh
and then
God.
they worked.
You just said pumped and cracked off and pulled out, and I mean,
pushed it deep. Yeah.
I slid. I just slid right into that opening, in the road.
Oh my God, that's just.
Hey, there's a girl that I'm going to want to have on the show here pretty soon.
I know, Amy Kaneva.
Yeah.
How do we pronounce the last name? Kaneva?
This girl has got some. She's like our Amy. She's got some great shit that she puts out all the time. So she just posted this. McCain proposes Tea Party members be arrested via the Patriot Act and tried for treason. This comes from the Tea Party Tribune. Do you know that he's getting rid of all the Tea Party members in Republican?
James, you're
breaking
up.
You're breaking up, Captain.
Oh.
Can't hear you, James. You broke up. now he's frozen on the screen.
Wow, that is a.
He looks like that one announcer from WWE with the face.
Your face melted. Now try and talk.
Like I had Bell's palsy or something.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
You were pulling a Greta Van Susteren on us.
Something to do with John McCain being up on the screen. Are you sure that wasn't John McCain and you were looking at and you thought it was me?
Right?
Well, he looks like he just needs to go away.
But can you see what he's doing? He's getting rid of all the Tea Party people in the Republican.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that he calls himself a Republican. It really is. Yeah. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And he needs to create his own party. I mean, the douche party. I mean, we could go with that.
And he could be the head douche nozzle.
There you go.
Yeah.
Insert here. Oh man, that guy is something else.
Push it back, way back.
And think about it. That guy actually ran for president. Oh my gosh. I mean,
we had to back him. And we had to back him.
Had to as well. Just unbelievable. I think he's honestly though. I will say this. I think he's actually gone a little senile, a little crazy.
He's nuts. He's absolutely nuts.
No, I think. Yeah, mad with power, and then that turns into just flat out insanity. So
I'm just going to say that I have a few Vietnam veteran friends who privately messaged me about McCain, and they're saying that his whole story about being a POW, which was true, but it wasn't exactly the way that we've been.
Got some holes in it, maybe.
Yeah, like maybe they got some intelligence and.
Like he was actually at a Holiday Inn Express, under house arrest or something. Is it like that?
No, I mean that he was there. He was, but he did give up information. He wasn't the, that he did give up. He did tell tales out of school. I don't know that for a fact, but they're telling me, these Vietnam veterans are telling me that.
Well, you know what they said to him? If you don't tell us what we want to know, you'll never be president of the United States. What do you want?
That's not what they said.
What did they say, Andrew?
If you don't tell us something, we won't get you these hookers that are next over there with the cocaine in the next room.
That's probably more like it.
And you know what McCain said?
We love you long time.
You know what McCain said? Well, where'd you get the cocaine? Oh, George Bush is here. He came by earlier.
He dropped it off to us.
He dropped off a bag earlier. We're good.
Hey,
boy.
Did you read that story about the guy who was all by himself on the Delta flight?
That would be
I like being all by myself.
No, he was. Let's see here.
I gotta pull up a story that you guys might not have seen. Go ahead.
If I ever
Jim,
walked onto a plane and I was the only person on there.
This guy boarded a long-delayed Delta flight from Cleveland to New York to find that all of his fellow passengers had been rebooked on other flights, and he said so he was sitting there, and it looks like he's sitting in first class, but so he's sitting there and he says, then all of a sudden the door closes, and the stewardess starts talking to him personally about what to do for the flight in flight. Here's your seat cushion, flotation, and he goes, we're leaving? He goes, where's everybody else? And I said, you're the only one. Wouldn't that be freaky, kind of? It's like, are you sure that we're really going where we're supposed to be going?
Well, at that point, You gotta be. You know what? Just go ahead and let me off. I'm gonna take a cab. I'll find myself a way home. No, we're good.
He did a selfie, and yeah, he was the only one. He was the only one on there.
Oh fuck! I'd enjoy it.
I would too. So do you mind if I walk around?
Huh?
So you'd have more peanuts to yourself.
Yeah, no kidding, right? All right, look at this.
Can I get a second bag of nuts?
Look at that. It's a freaking empty plane. He did say that one other person got on the plane, and he thought he'd be talking to him, and the guy like just sacked out, and the guy fell asleep the whole time, so he had nobody to talk to. That's him right there, the only guy on the freaking plane.
Yeah,
you know, it's ridiculous because they said if there's someone waiting at the other end, they have to do the flight anyways, whether there's one person or if it's full.
Nobody, yeah.
They still have to fly and get to the other destination to pick up the next flight.
Oh, that's right. It would be a full flight on the other one.
Right.
Excellent.
The plane has to go somewhere.
I have to. Go ahead, Brett.
Oh, I was just saying, no, you're right. The plane has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it was supposed to be somewhere else to pick some other people up. So, you gotta get it back in circulation.
I gotta tell you,
Brett, can you let Amy finally speak? Would you?
I gotta tell you about this story. I don't know if you've seen this. Man awakens after 12 years in a vegetative state. Says I was aware of everything. Did you read this?
I was going to put that story on, and the thing. Go ahead. This is amazing.
Horrifying. This is horrifying.
Jim, can you let Amy finish?
Yeah.
I'm still going to kick your asses when I'm there in May.
I'm looking forward to it.
We have to talk about that, by the way. And stop mouthing things, James.
At least I don't have to worry.
So this guy, you don't have to, Andrew. This guy was 12 years old, and he came down with some like the cryptococci, meningitis, whatever. So his health started deteriorating. Then he lost all ability to move. He couldn't make eye contact. He was totally paralyzed. Parents told him, just bring him home, let him die. Well, he doesn't die, and he just keeps going. He's in this vegetative state, continues to grow for 12 years, because they thought he said after 2 years of being in this vegetative state, so he was 14, he is now aware of everything around him, and nobody, because they thought he was in a vegetative state, they didn't even bother to see any telltale signs that he was actually alive. He just couldn't communicate.
Yeah, he couldn't move his muscles, but his brain became alive, and he could hear his mom say things like, God, I wish you would just die. It's like...
Wow.
And they parked him, because they thought he was a vegetable, they parked him in front of the TV and would...
Oh, Barney!
Barney, over and over and over again. The show... He's like, you don't even know how much I hate Barney. He just
So wait, let me get this straight. So on top of everything else, they tortured him?
Yeah. With Barney. I mean, if he's married, now he looks normal. He's married. I'm like
39 years old, kid.
So what happened? He came out of it? What happened?
Yeah.
He came out of it eventually. He woke up. He was awake 10 years earlier, but his body finally started working. But now he looks like a normal person. I'm like, how did your
well, they had to get him. They had to move.
Your cognitive thinking and your, you know what I mean? Like,
but they had to move him every day to stop from getting bed sores and stuff like that. So
yeah, but
move
that's
him around and do all that stuff.
But still, your muscles aren't growing.
All those years go by, and finally you're aware, and you've been aware, you've heard all this stuff going on around you. You can finally realize, oh my gosh, I can move my hand, and the first thing you do is you sit up and go, Mom, F you!
She
wasn't. I too. Yeah.
But she wasn't saying it mean-like. He said he realized that she was like empathetic, like, I wish you would just die so you don't have to go through all this. So that type of thing or something. Yeah.
Well, I actually think she was just like fed up. I wish she would die, but it wasn't.
Is there a medical explanation for it? And did the human body just have enough time to figure out a way to heal itself? Is that what they're determining?
Evidently, that's what they said. Now he's aware of everything. He's just like a normal person. He's married.
So the body,
You're 12 years old.
In front of PBS.
Yeah, but you're 12 years old.
Watch normal shows, smart shows.
No, they just played Barney over and over and over.
I know, but they should have put him in front of like PBS, and he could have been
I agree.
If they would have put him in front of like taped lectures from college or something, I mean.
No, but even
that would have been better. He would have learned.
Woke up a genius.
Yeah, I'm like, how does that work? You went into a vegetative state when you were 12. You came out of it at 14, and now the only thing you're learning is your immediate surroundings.
Yeah.
Right.
And Barney. So now how are you a normal person?
1, 2, 3. Oh, come sing with me.
I love you. You love me. But how do you become a normal thinking person with?
Maybe I'm wrong. He could have woken up and gone, "I'm so happy.
Hi, boys and
I don't know what else to say. It's a beautiful day."
I was going to do that story specifically because of what they tell us about Raquel, and we choose not to accept it like that. I mean, not trying to be unrealistic, but we continually talk to her, and when she's going, we tell her, like, we know you're trying to talk. You're right there. You just can't get it out, but we're not giving up on you. We got it. There's going to be, or like I'll put my mouth like right on here, and I'm like, the sound comes from there, so she can feel it and hear it. That comes from there. Just push. We'll never give up on her, ever.
And it just goes to show that when people think someone's in a coma or if someone's dying, you automatically think that they can't hear or feel or
right.
And they may very well be hearing every single thing that you say.
Yeah.
So don't be farting and burping in front of your relatives when they're they're on their deathbed.
I would do that anyway.
That might be the last impression you give your relatives.
If there's somebody like that, I am so gonna fart in their face. That'll wake them up. No problem there. They'll be right up after that.
Exactly.
Hey,
either that or they're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna end my own life right now.
Yeah.
What was the story about the black boxes that came out? Somebody was saying that they were saying like Allah Akbar or something before they hit the water. Did you guys hear something about that?
It was something about I want an ice cream bar, I thought. I want an ice cream bar.
I don't know.
I'm curious about this shooting on the base that happened like 2 weeks ago, and we didn't hear anything.
Where?
Remember?
What happened?
The military base that had the shooting. Fort
there was something about that. Yeah.
And then it was gone.
Can I ask you guys a philosophical question? If I draw an invisible picture of a castle and hold it up, you guys are like, oh, whatever, that's crazy. If I draw an invisible picture of Muhammad and hold it up, have I done anything wrong?
You could get us in big trouble.
But it's invisible.
Yeah, but we have an infiltrator on our show.
Oh, that's right. Andrew's just sitting quietly collecting information.
Andrew, why don't you put up a new name or something? It's like Muhammad or something, or Ahmed or something.
Leave my God alone.
Leave your God alone?
Allah Ahmed, you asshole.
And Andrew, the lazy Islamist.
The lazy Islamist. I'll kill him tomorrow.
Did you just call him a llama?
The lazy Islamist.
To this.
Oh, I'm going to finish my hummus and then maybe I'll go make a stink. I'm not sure.
Brett, I'm surprised that you didn't jump on that story, though. The Fort, I think it's Fort Sill.
Oh, I heard about it, but you're right. I need to look up. I didn't look at it, but I heard about it.
Two people dead. The shooter's dead, and the other guy's dead, or the other person's dead. Not a peep. So what are they covering up? What are they not telling us? Why do we not hear a peep?
Even more importantly, I mean, not a peep. And so that says so much more than than an overblown coverage of something.
Yeah.
When they overblow the coverage of something, you have to assume that it fits their agenda and that story, that narrative that they're telling, the way that they are probably misrepresenting the truth, but I mean, let's assume they are to some degree at least. When you don't hear about anything, it's because it's a story that doesn't fit whatever the current agenda is. And it's like
I didn't even hear about it once.
You didn't? You didn't hear about that on the news?
No.
I'll post the story for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a shooter,
It's just-
a live shooter that went on base. First of all, how to get on base with a weapon, and secondly, he killed someone on base, and then he killed himself. So, but they don't.
It's bizarre. I mean, it's just
It
bizarre.
was a lovers' quarrel. So either it's a high-ranking
You would still hear about it. You would still hear about it.
I guess in the military, from what I'm told, if it was like a high-ranking officer or something, and it was like a lovers' triangle gone bad.
Right.
They would try and bury that. But even that, it's like we had a shooting on an army base.
Right, on a base.
Nothing.
And I mean, you would have to at least think that our vulturistic news in this country news
that's
would be all over it. At least they'd be throwing up all over that story. Just oh, another shooting on a base, and then it would come out that it was something entirely different. But they could still get 2 or 3 days out of it.
They got one news report, and then I didn't hear it again.
You know what would be a great exercise for us to do? Maybe not this week because we're running low on time here, but we should all just look back on the year of 2014 and come up with a list next week to discuss about all the things that were going to end this world that you don't even hear about anymore. And the thing that comes to mind, the first and foremost, is the Ebola. I mean, does anybody remember? I mean, it was here, and it was going to destroy us, and we were going to die, and now you just it's gone. What happened? And then Jim, the first plane that went missing, the first Malaysian flight it just disappeared.
And then people stopped talking about it.
The plane disappeared, and then the story disappeared.
Vanishes in the thin air. There's 250 people gone, and they stopped talking about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes you think is any of this even real anymore? Is any of it even real?
They just throw in a bunch of bogus stories to see what sticks and what they can get a run out of.
Right, and then they get as much mileage as they can until the next story that they can twist and promote and sell airtime. And I mean,
it's Fort Bliss, by the way. Sorry.
The news is entertainment. Fort Bliss, okay.
2 dead, including shooter at Fort Bliss Veteran Hospital. So that was even worse. It's at a veteran hospital.
Some guy was angry he just couldn't get taken care of, I'll bet. Can I please see a doctor? No. It's been 6 days.
Did you guys see what I sent you?
I didn't. I saw something, but it didn't. The link didn't work.
No. It's just on Facebook.
Check out the blast.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Stay quiet about that. Just go check it out. Andrew. Oh, no.
Did you see it?
Hey, not to say, because we appreciate and value all opinion here. And, we're not about to.
Andrew.
So, right.
Andrew, go to our Facebook page. The Blast.
Do I have to?
I got to open this other window up. Jesus.
Why do I have the Blast shared 3 times on my page?
I don't know. It's an accident.
Because you really like the Blast.
Fault.
Is it my fault?
Take it off.
I don't know.
Dude, he's got a freaking light on finally. Andrew, sit up just a little bit more.
I don't have a light on. That's just the web page.
Oh.
We have a bright web page. That's fantastic. All right. Now we're going to close this thing out. Are we done with our no-show yet?
Yeah, hold on. Andrew, turn the light back on. Oh, shit. There it is. Perfect.
Well, we did have the Muslim rally in Texas this weekend.
Now, is that a real thing? Did that really happen, or was that just one of those Snopes pieces that I'll go look and find out that was a bunch of crap?
You actually go to Snopes. You actually go to Snopes.
From
Please
time
tell me
to
that you
time,
don't go to Snopes.
From time to time, I will look up just to see what their opinion of it is.
It's Snoop.
They are
Snopes, whatever.
leftist extremist whack jobs who can't do any better research than you and I.
Okay, and that's what I think. But
hey,
I do
what
like
happened to my picture?
Andrew, put it back.
Andrew, you take it off.
Oh, I formatted everything.
Oh, there it is.
That's awesome.
Hey, Amy, what did you say? What happened down in Texas?
There's a Muslim rally in Texas this weekend to defend the prophet.
In the streets. And they were holding signs.
Stand with the prophet in honor of, in respect.
Isn't that like one of the
signs.
last places you would want to have that?
And by the way,
that's brilliant.
In the picture, they're holding signs that basically say, we'll kill you. We will kill you.
Yeah.
Kill those that make fun of our faith. Kill those that make fun of our religion. And so, I mean, quite frankly, those are quite clearly threats on freedom of speech. So if they're making literal death threats, how come nothing happened to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I want to, if you were to pick a minority, in our country, and I were to say I want them all dead and kill them all, I mean, there are consequences. I mean, you can't go around saying that.
Not for this group. This is a protected group. They can say whatever
They're
the hell
a protected
they want.
group. What?
Ridiculous.
No, it is. It's insane. You basically just threatened me because. Okay, listen. I think it's absolute nonsense that you want to kill somebody because they drew a cartoon of Muhammad. Yeah. I just think it's nonsense. It's just like, okay, so they did. So if you believe in your God and you have faith in your God, well, don't you have faith that your God will then bring them to justice if that in fact does happen someday when they die? Won't they be brought to justice by your God? And it's just, and by the way, if you believe in a God that tells you to go out and kill people, you might want to reevaluate your deity.
Yeah,
just saying.
No kidding.
Just saying. It's like, really, that's the best thing you can do on Tuesday next week. Go kill some people. I'm God, and that's what I'm telling you to do. That doesn't sound like a good thing. God, maybe we should have some dialogue.
You know what kills me, though?
Dialogue first.
You know what kills me, and no pun intended. What kills me is like they keep everyone, je suis Charlie, je suis Charlie, je suis, but no one has the balls to print the pictures. No one has the balls to repost it on their page. No one has the balls to actually. A few people in the rallies did have the magazine cover, but you're not Charlie, and you're not standing up for freedom of speech if you're holding a pen. I'm sorry.
Right.
Have the guts to do what they did, and then you're Charlie. So all these countries and all these news anchors, these are vile pictures. They were vile pictures. No, they weren't vile pictures.
Right.
And I'm sure that's a certain part of the left and Obama himself, because he reprimanded that newspaper for printing these things. I'm sure that they were thinking, okay, well, so what? We told you, you got what you deserved. Too bad for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely anti-American sentiment through and through, and I don't.
Fox wouldn't reprint them. Glenn Beck said they were vile, and he would never print them. And I'm looking at this, going, it's not funny, and it's not offensive. It was just whatever. It was like some cartoon guy or whatever.
Well, Amy posted the book of the gal that was she was bookmarking the Quran with bacon slices, and I saw my favorite one on that one, that whole string, because there was a whole bunch of comments on that one, but my favorite on that one was the fact that I can't believe she's wasting good bacon, and that's very true. And then of course,
like, it would taste really good.
You know what would be really good right now? Some bacon. After reading all these comments, for bacon.
Do you want to talk on air or off air, Amy, about your trip?
Off air.
Okay.
we better go off. All right.
Because we should do like a live remote when you're here.
That would be cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, we need to do that. Well, we can't let we can't let her travel plans out.
You know what we could do? We could stand at a park, and all three of us be on a different park bench, like 3 feet away, from our own laptops. We
have some damn good Wi-Fi.
Exactly. Oh, that would be We'll set up a station in a van nearby.
We could all be sitting out of my hot tub, and each one holding our own laptop.
Exactly.
From each corner of the hot tub.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Hot tub party, hot tub blast party. That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
When's that going to be? It's going to be in February, though, right? And we won't say more than that, but.
Nice no-show tonight.
Yeah. How do you like that, huh? I was lazy, so.
It was good.
No show.
Right.
Jim and I had a nice little show last week. I thought I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought we did
have to go back and I have to go back and watch it.
I thought it went pretty well.
Yeah, it was okay. It was nothing special, but
no, of course not. I mean, I was exceptionally funny. Jim,
we killed it. No, we didn't.
You killed it.
Jim hated everything I said, so it was pretty normal, really.
It was kind of.
Before we go though. Did you see my post about I log into my page. I had posted a bunch of things about that,
Why
Just
did you-
Charlie and stuff like that. Huh?
No, I saw the post that you tried to make a new page and I wouldn't.
No, I didn't
let
make a new
use your
page.
name?
No, not make a new page. It was my page that I've had on there for 7 years. It's the same.
You just
it's
tried
my
to change
original
your name?
page. I didn't try to do anything. I just tried to log in, and it's
Oh.
saved on my computer. So I click on the Facebook, my Facebook button,
Yeah.
and it comes up and it says, "Oh, we have an issue. It looks like you're not using
Really?
a real name. Looks like you're not
Oh,
using a real name.
jeez.
Please confirm who you are." So they asked for my first name and last name. I
Yeah.
plug in exactly my first name and last name.
Yeah.
The thing comes up. The name you're trying to use has failed our. It's not a real name. It's failed our.
Jesus.
I'm like, it's the same freaking name I've had for 7 years on here. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't do anything
By the
different.
way, you know what that means?
why?
So I had to
It's because
actually.
you're using a Mac. I'm just
Somebody's paying attention. That's exactly
I know.
what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
I pissed off some leftist loon.
Yep, you did.
I said so much for Je suis Charlie, huh? Facebook, you Nazi pricks and twats. Jesus.
Funnier
You know?
than crap. How did you get back in though?
I had to add my middle initial.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
I had
that's why
to.
you had two different names?
Well, there
What do
you
you
go.
mean?
Every time I was looking at it, you got two freaking names on there.
How many passports
Well, no,
do you
I
have?
Nope, I have. Well, I'm not going to say how many pages I actually have on Facebook, because then they'll start hunting me down like a freaking Nazi
that's
dog.
true.
But 2 names. I have. You mean when you search for me?
No, I just seen when you were commenting back and forth with yourself.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
that was
Amy
another one of my
Amy
pages.
gets herself into a great argument with herself.
Yeah, I was commenting
noticed.
from both pages on that thread. Yeah.
Bitch, that's my name. No, you bitch, that's my name. Stop using my middle initial.
You've hijacked my name.
Yeah, I'm like, what the? And I actually had to put a space between the La and the Violet, because it wouldn't take my name.
I wouldn't
Really?
take your name either.
Yeah,
All right.
it wouldn't
Saying.
take my name.
Jesus.
Thanks for the censorship, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's watching us on the web.
I know
there.
on Facebook,
Yeah,
it's great.
we
Gotta love
appreciate
it.
it. You
My
know,
real
I
name,
did-
I'm not real.
I
no.
did something this week that I can't say until June. Fuck. I hate that
Why can't you say it until June?
because if I can't.
9 months before.
But I'm telling you this:
made.
if it works, and I get the gig, we're all going to be famous.
I'll actually have money.
Yay!
Huh? Yeah, I promise. It'll be good for all of us.
All we need to do is send Jim $1,500 by the end of the week.
No. No. I did this little
Something
audition
special.
type thing. Yeah, and if it works out, it'll be a 1 in a million shot. But if it does, we're all gonna be
But we have to change
not
the
as
name.
famous as I will be, but
We'll have to change the
All right.
name. It won't be called The Blast anymore.
Hey, I have
It'll be
to
called The
take a
Blast
quick
Off.
commercial break. I'll be right back.
Wait, Andrew, what's
What?
his name? Brett.
He's going
Brett,
to
We're
blast
going
off.
to end the
right
show
now.
anyways. We should end the show
That'd be all right.
I'm not tell him.
funnier than shit.
Wouldn't be the
right?
first time.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, I'm going to start up the goodbye music. So when
Bye,
he comes
everybody.
back,
See you later.
Good
Allah
night.
Ahmed.
Turn out the lights.
The live
Assalamu alaikum, right?
party's over.
I
Hey,
love Baba.
as soon as he comes back, the second he sits down, we're going to end it, okay? Tonight, the party's over. And I'm still singing
I don't know,
the
he had
same
beans.
frickin' song
Didn't
again.
he have chili or
Might be
beans or
10
something?
minutes.
He might be a good 10 minutes.
Yeah, he might, huh? So many people
Andrew.
dancing.
Look at you.
Look at you.
You're having fun.
I'm having fun, but I'm the only one who ever sings.
I don't know the song.
Oh, come on! It's turn out the lights. The party's over. Party's over.
I never even heard it before I came on the show.
Are you kidding? This is Monday Night Football. Danny Don Meredith
Put up with
used to
it
sing
for like
it.
8 years.
Really? Danny Don Meredith used to sing it on Monday Night Football. Danny Don Meredith. Party's over.
I don't watch football.
Dude, he really does have a problem, doesn't he? He's got a bathroom problem.
I had a love undying.
Oh, Nike. I'm going to end this. Killing me.
Life for me was just one party.
All right.